Hello and welcome to the Warhammer Meta Chasers. This is your biggest and best tournament rundown show for all the biggest and best tournaments for Warhammer 40,000 coming up this weekend. My name is Paul Murphy. I'm joined by Dustin Henshaw.
Hello, everyone.
And Adam Camilleri.
Oh, g'day.
This is live. We have an amazing chat group. We do this live each and every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And of course, every time I say that, we might change it up next week. Watch this space, but it's still going to be happening. But we are going to be talking about three amazing events in this episode. We're going to be talking about the Lone Star Open, the Western Australia Team Championship, and the Village Brawl, which is brought to you by one of our patrons. That is one of the coolest things you can do when you are one of our patrons, is influence what shows or what tournaments we talk about on the show this week, and happy to be doing it. Going to be talking about this Warhammer 40,000, still 11th edition, almost in its infancy. Still, we're creating it like a little baby, saying, "Oh, 11th edition, you're so cute, you're so cute. What's going on out there?"
It is absolutely going. We are into month 2 of this adventure. We have been told we're going to be getting balance passes at the end of each of the first 3 months. So we've got kind of 3 weeks of stable footing before things might change a little bit. Everyone was already really surprised at how extensive the previous balance pass was, and if that's what they've got coming for us, we're all going to be pretty much, up in the air, redefining things for the first 2 weeks post slate. So should be in for a really interesting unpacking of the stats and dispositions and everything else in between.
I'm looking forward to it. We've got some folks in chat right now. I mentioned we do this live, have an amazing chat community. Come join us. Some folks listen to us on the podcast aggregators. Hello to y'all as well, but I want to say some hello to folks in chat. Erwin, A. Steve, KR, Derek, good to see y'all. Thanks for joining us. And look, you can come and take part with these cool things, helping keep us honest as we talk about stats and things like
Derek,
that.
Derek, literally here to see his influence.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like,
I was going to ask if that was Derek.
I'm going to ask them to put my GT on, and then I'm going to join in and loom at them and be like,
"Love it." That is the pressure we thrive under.
Diamonds, baby.
The first event we're going to be talking about is that Lone Star Open. This is from Dallas, Texas. This is an event that's been around for a long time. Don't know exactly how long, but I know it is one of those storied, fabled events. Talking about 332 players competing over 6 rounds. What are we going to see there?
In the Imperial Superfaction, there are 1 Imperial Agent, 4 Sisters of Battle, 18 Custodes, 6 Admech, 10 Astro Militarum, 9 Grey Knights, and 18 Imperial Knights. Space Rangers, 21 Adeptus Astartes, 19 Dark Angels, 5 Space Wolves, 7 Blood Angels, 2 Black Templar, and 1 Death Watch. Chaos are 10 Chaos Space Marines, 10 T-Suns, 12 Death Guard, 12 World Leaders, 20 Emperor's Children, 12 Demons, and 8 Chaos Knights. Xenos, there's still 30 Necrons, 19 Orcs, 17 Talon, 11 Votan. Highbind, there's 20 Tyranids and 7 G's to the call. Wow. Eldari, there's 7 Drukhari and 10 Eldari, meaning the faction podium is Necron still freaking topping the podium at 30. Then Adeptus Astartes way behind them at 21. And then Tyranids and Emperor's Children tied in 3rd with 20. Dark Angels and Orcs right behind them with 19. And then Imperial Knights and Custodes behind them with 18. Other than that, Silver Cliff. That's actually really cool.
That's 9.5% Necrons. I mean, I don't do the math behind me, but it's almost 10% Necrons.
Almost 10% Necrons. And I got to say, all the derision we hold aside for at times in the meta, Tau and Eldar and stuff like that pop up and pop down. Let's just start. I don't know. I don't want to start, putting peer pressure on people to not play Necrons, but come on. Just come on. I know everyone's got exciting things to do at the moment, but
I thought the change was going to influence folks, again, but it's a lot of play in that Necron list. Very forgiving, very durable, good at scoring points.
I mean, if I had to sit there, hand on my heart, and tell you what's the faction I would pick up if I wanted to learn so much about the game, but also have a lot of get out of jail free cards and all this other nonsense, it would be Necrons. If you're going to start an edition and you want to learn the game before you go and jump into anything spicy, Necrons is the stable footing upon which you can build your 11th edition run. And I hate to say it, but it is what it is. They're just reliable as hell. They always score, and they have access to incredible detachments and dispositions. But my God, we're like in year 4. We're into year 4 of like Necrons on the podium pretty much every week.
Well, let's talk about Tyranids and Emperor's Children. So Emperor's Children has been one of those factions that we saw, of course, after the release, a bit of a spike. Then they kind of leveled out, but here they are, like just roaring back into it. Keeping pace with the Tyranids, which we all kind of, well, I believed anyway, the Tyranids was going to be a bit of kind of a breakout with the early stuff with this. But the Emperor's Children, like, what do y'all got to say about that?
There is an assumption that Emperor's Children were already one of the top 5 armies in the game. And then with the latest balance pass, the 4 factions, potentially 3 factions above them, all copped significant like 100-point hits or lost their best disposition detachment split and hadn't been knocked off the top. Whereas Emperor's Children is the one that is perceived to have just skated through those changes virtually untouched. Is that your perception as well, Dustin?
I think so. I think that one of the big things with Emperor's Children right now is because there's a lot of taken hold, really taking over the meta, because the Purge matchup with Emperor's Children, because they often like Purge. Sometimes they like Disruption, but they often like Purge. Maybe some taken hold priority, the standard kind of things. But they are one of the best pressure armies that can actually trade extremely well. And they're also one of the killiest ones that can reliably kill taken hold lists. And with taken hold being such a big, prevalent list that's starting to really come out in terms of dispositions, as we might see in the disposition breakdown. If you're live, you can see it on the sheet already, but taken hold being so prevalent, they are one of the best ones to just actually blow out the taken hold matchup a lot of the time. I think that's how I see it anyway.
Yeah, they have this potential that on any given turn of their choosing, if they're positioned appropriately, they can just decide to score 30 points pretty much. Yeah. They can just decide this turn, I'm going to get 15 primary and 15 secondaries. I've just waited for the right cards and I decide to push the button. They're freaking orc-like in that ability, by the way, where they just almost call the war and then hit your entire army from wherever they were at the time. They can just do it. And so that level of control over the battlefield, in addition to all through 10th edition, you would always be trying to do one thing to deny your opponent some points. Well, to deny your opponent points, like a relatively stable 8-point primary turn, which is kind of what everyone should be aiming for at the moment with upside, they can just decide you're going to get a crap primary for a turn or two, and they can take points off you wholesale, rather than what we'd usually be seeing was like, well, we're just going to go put 10 OC on your expansion, and that was all we did in 10th edition, really. So yeah, they kind of have, I think of all the armies in the game, they sit with the most cards in hand. Like they have the most plays to make across the entire game, where they can just, and the agency is in their control. We've seen Thousand Sons do similar things. We've seen CSM do similar things. We've seen Guard do similar things. We've seen Blood Angels and Marines do similar things. And most recently Orcs, where that all the agency was on them. They call the wire, they hit your whole army, or they can just post up on 3 or 4 objectives and just pass the turn, win by 30 points. But yeah, let's get that disposition breakdown.
You make me click buttons.
No,
so
it was there on this.
I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything.
No, you don't.
Never mind. I got it. I knew it was right here the whole time.
It's new to us too, right? We have our own growing pains with this edition. It's about not clicking buttons.
It's okay. I found it, guys. I found it. I knew exactly where it was. Adam tried to hide it from me, but I found it. The disposition breakdown for this one is actually taking a hold, topping it out with 107 representation. Priority assets very close to it with 100. I'd even consider that to be even with 332 players, like only 5 choices. I'd say that's even. And then the break between the next 2 groups, which is now Purge the Foe and Reconnaissance, very close to each other.
Can you believe it? Like 2 weeks ago,
I can.
This was like Purge the Foe was off the charts.
Not only have people identified that Purge the Foe was a little bit of a misnomer, it was overhyped in general, but also everyone lost easy access to it. They literally removed 1 DP access to Purge the Foe from the entire game. So if you want to take Purge the Foe, it's your entire identity and you're not really running away from it. You have to build into it.
Not only that, though, you have to remember that they actually changed all of their maps to be 6 objectives now, which does hurt Purge the Foe. So even if it was a little overhyped, it still got hit. Like,
it specifically hurts them really badly into taking hold and priority assets.
Yeah, exactly.
Taking hold in specific, I think, has just such an easy, stable game of, if you're playing Purge into taking hold, pick a turn, any turn before turn 3 or on turn 3, and go kill their whole army, or you're in trouble.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, Purge the Foe with 53 and Reconnaissance right behind it now at 46. And then the Snowflakes, which is where I like to live, a Disruption with 16 out of 332 players.
Still so low for Disruption.
I sense the Disruption buff in the future.
Aren't
even
they
a
getting
buff,
some
just a-
wins out there though?
They absolutely are getting some wins. Like, it is not a bad disposition. It's just in singles specifically, the matchups are so unfavored in 2 of their matchups right now. It's harder. It's like it's almost like a handicap in a lot of ways.
So in video games, we have like actions per minute or actions per second
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
these
yeah.
things. Like we're talking about reaction times or how many things you are expected to do. You know, a lot of RTS games like StarCraft and stuff have like APM
By the way, the
counters.
best game ever made that we've established now. But
Yeah, as
you
decided
talking
by
about
us. Erwin almost quit 40K because of our choices.
of course.
But yeah, APM is something I want to try and coin as a term that we associate with dispositions. Like per every turn, what is the APM count? How many actions per model or actions per army, or maybe it's APA? How many actions are you expected to do? And I don't mean like actually doing an action. This is in reference to how many units must be in a certain place. How many things must I achieve? How many stuff? You know, what is the amount? The least amount I'm expected to do every turn per disposition, and the most amount I'm expected to do every turn per disposition. And the high end of that is disruption, undeniably. There is more expected of you as a disruption player than a take and hold player. That's just undeniable.
I feel like
As people look at
assets
that,
up there too, though, right? I mean,
yeah, priority assets is
It's-
actually going to on this thing that I just made up. Priority assets is actually going to score quite highly as well as what is expected of you every turn. But yeah.
but you take more solid units in priority assets. You take more flimsy units.
Yeah,
It's
because
more-
the priority assets, you actually have to hold the center a lot of the time, right? And that's kind of hard to do with flimsy units.
You're playing a more robust kind of list design and concept archetype, whereas disruption is like, I have to do this thing every turn of the game, every single turn of the game. But the difference is if you put a sturdy unit on the middle and it lives, well, that's something you don't have to re-rack a new unit to do that next turn.
I think what you're looking for is APT and how apt your disposition is at winning the game.
Oh, I like this. I like that I threw this out into the ether. We're getting somewhere.
So what's APT going to stand for? Actions per
Turn.
Yeah.
I like it. Done. That's
Well,
it. Has
we could-
now
we could-
been. It's canon. It's canon. That's it.
So the only change I might make is activities instead of actions, because people might get confused by actions.
Activities is
And
like pasting things, you know.
Yeah,
making crafts.
I have
Having
a
a
3-year-old.
picnic,
Activities is
you know.
definitely not something I would associate with Warhammer.
What are take and hold doing once they're like controlling the middle? They're having a picnic. It's an activity.
They are not having a picnic.
They're setting up a folk.
We're gonna workshop it.
Put a comment below. What do you reckon this should
There's
be?
a
long as
full
it's
that's
acronym should
what's
be?
happening. That's what they
Yeah.
start doing with each other. The Bard's Tale.
Anyway, top player.
We have
in
a list
attendance. Let's
breakdown.
have a look.
Yeah.
We do. The number 1 player in North America is in attendance at this event in the ITC. His name is Ben Jurek. Should be no surprise to anybody to see this name. He is playing a brand new version of Orcs, hence we're going to have a look at it. He's got Freebooter crew with Equatorial Hordes. Say that 5 times fast. Playing Take and Hold. His list is as thus. He's got Gaz with a Pain Boy with Bionic Workshop with 20 boys. 2 units of beast bosses with 20 beast snagger boys. One has cunning hunter, one has the captain, and then he's got Zodrog, 20 grots, big mech with 6 tank busters, Git Spotter Squig, so there's 3 enhancements. Then he's got Wazdaka, a truck, 10 flash gits, 2x10 Gretchen, and 10 commandos, and that is it. Yeah, I know what I said, and I know with my accent what it sounds like. And so beholden to these 2
things here.
adult men
We
for
are
being
so
able to hold
immature.
their shit in.
Yeah, that was hard. That was hard, man. That was hard.
Wazdaka and Gazgul make it in just about every orc list you see out there right now.
That was great. Wazdaka is auto take. Are you telling me orcs now have, in my opinion, the best demon prince in the game? Like,
Yeah.
literally the best demon
Good
prince
way
in
of
the game.
good way of looking at it.
That's actually a really good comparison because yeah, they
He's
do.
absolutely like
Now they can't
he's
spam
just
them. They can't bring 3 of them. But
No.
they,
no, yeah, but he's like dang near just under Primarch value for nowhere near Primarch points. Is absolutely spectacular. I'm a huge fan of Wazdaka. In like he is auto included in every list. It sounds like Gaz is as well. Like essentially
yeah.
outside
Gaz
the
with
especially if you're
Makari,
bringing 20 boys now, absolutely. Like you just
yeah,
throwing them.
Yeah.
on
can't
there.
kill him in 1
Yeah.
turn. Can't kill him probably in 2 turns.
Yep. And extensively, unless you're playing Cult of Speed, like that Pamprine style from Tacoma, like he's in every list as well. Like pretty much. And you
Gaz
could
didn't
probably
die in
make
that
a
game
case-
either.
You were right. You're right.
I mean,
Although Pamprine's Wazdaka didn't die either, so that was pretty
Yeah.
funny. But this is a fantastic list. Does all the things, still packing 60 boys with a variety of different bits and pieces and tools and enhancements. It's got great anti-tank in that big Mega Shock attack gun with the tank busters for like a one-shot kill when you can't close the distance. Like you need to kill a defiler from range. Bada bing, you have an option. Wazdaka for being, in my opinion, just probably the best skirmish piece in the game at the moment. It's him or Twin Lance pretty much are up there. And then, yeah, Commandos for a bit of extra bits and pieces and the flash kits. I think this is a great list. I expect Ben to do extremely well with it.
KR says the Custodes got this list number.
Honestly, maybe Custodes do. Yeah. I could see that. I could see Custodes.
When do you get that matchup though? That's the interesting thing now. It's all like at what round do those two lists meet? You know, that's part of the magic here of the unlocking the puzzle of what is the new 40k meta.
Yeah, 30 Witch Seekers as well. Oh man, burn the nation. The only thing would be you got to win the skirmish battle. Otherwise, you're going to be deep striking your Alaris. Like, actually, you know what? Don't deep strike the Alaris. Freaking walk at him. Just like walk at him. Here's a wave of Flame Assisters out the front of my 18 Alaris that walk at you with Uber Blast nonsense to pick up boys on demand. That's a sick list. All right, time to pick some winners, lads. It's a brand new day. As the gentleman who won the last month, I think I should go last. But as for which one of you guys goes first, you know, make your cases.
4, 5, 6. You, Paul?
I don't know, Dustin. You need the help. You've been struggling.
Wow, I haven't been struggling at all. I'm just letting you guys get some wins in.
You go ahead and
pick. All right, Dustin. What do you want?
I'll take Orcs.
Yeah, you will.
Orcs is solid. Look, I'm gonna go with the numbers here and go Necrons. Like, just somebody bring it home.
Yeah, I think Necrons are a very safe. Lol, we're gonna get a podium. Just because we're Necrons. What am I gonna go? Oh, I don't want. I'm not going to Astartes. I'll go the Emperor's Children.
Solid. I feel like that. The Emperor's Children is on that like one of those elite like skill expression armies.
Yeah, because essentially you're just playing Marine bodies, right? Outside the defilers, it's literally just like I am a spicy intercessor. Yeah.
You got to set it up. You got to make it happen. So if you a good general can make it happen, and they have the stats once they're in those positions to make it happen, which is I think why they've been so deadly.
Agreed. All right, gentlemen.
Next event we're going to be talking about is the Western Australia Team Championship. It's going to Perth. 141 players in 24 teams of 6 competing over 5 rounds in team events. Each team can only use the same faction once, and so that does influence what you see there on the podium. So we'll see how close we come to the highest saturation of teams, and that will be what these teams have picked as what they think are the standout must-have factions.
In addition to that, because it's 6-player teams, that means there's going to be a double up of disposition in every single team, at least one double up. So when we get to that, that's going to be really cool to unpack.
That's interesting.
Take it away, Dusty.
All right. So the Imperial Super Faction, there are 5 Sisters of Battle, 7 Custodes, 4 Admech, 3 Astra Militarum, 4 Grey Knights, and 10 Imperial Knights. Space Marines, there's 5 of them to Astartes, 6 Dark Angels, 2 Space Wolves, 3 Blood Angels, and 2 Black Templar. Chaos are 6 Chaos Space Marines, 11 T-Suns, 5 Death Guard, 2 World Eaters, 6 Emperor's Children, 5 Demons, and 7 Chaos Knights. We haven't even hit the halfway mark with any of these yet. Xenos, there's 5 Necrons, 12 Orcs. There's the first one at half. 11 Tau, 6 Votan. Hivemind, there's 7 Tyranids and 3 Gene Stealer called. Eldari, there's 2 Drukhari and 7 Eldari, meaning, okay, technically, total Astartes at 18, so only 6 teams did not take one flavor of Astartes. But Orcs is the first solo faction that is actually at 50%, and the only one at 50% aside from total Astartes. Then T-Suns, Tau at 11, Imperial Knights behind them at 10. And that generally, as we say on this show, means the meta is very healthy, which is fantastic to see. Now, disposition breakdown, obviously very even because you have to only double up 1. And if any of them are at 24, it means nobody double up on it. And I'll let you guess, if you're listening to us after the fact, which one is at 24. So there's 33 taken all, which means there's 9 double ups, 31 purge the foe, which means there's 7, 31 priority assets, again, means 7 teams double up on that one. Then there's 26 reconnaissance, so 2 teams did double up on that one. And how many disruptions are there? Same amount of teams there at 24.
I may have my math wrong, because that is 25 extra pips. So 7792, that's 25, not 24. There's only 24 extras. So one of these numbers is wrong. Doesn't really change.
Probably not disruption, though.
It's probably not disruption because
I was trying to do the math real quick. I'm like, this seems high.
Yeah. So no, it just means, yeah, one of these is one number too high, which it could be that they had somebody had a drop and replace. And so there's 2 entries of one of these in the, because I haven't deleted the team member to add a new one in. Or there's a coach with like a 7th list that's already listed and submitted their list, and they've messed up our stats a little bit because they would have to replace an existing disposition. They couldn't be able to swap out dispositions. But no surprises here. Taking hold Purge and Priority over in Abundance, the ones that have been doubled up. But yeah, 2 teams doubling up on Recon, I think, is quite cute. And I think if you have the list to do the list and the players to do so, I think that's a very clever option as well, especially thinking about what everyone else is going to double up on. Like you got a nice, decent recon pin into a Purge player, and you just play LOL, engage on all fronts, win the game. So I think there is some pretty interesting spice to be unpacked there, but we might not be there yet, as in knowing enough to know, a double up on recon is a great pick into people who've doubled up on Purge. A double up on Priority is a great pick into people who double up on Taken Hold, etc., etc. And who's getting the edge in those disposition team matchups. Right. But I think that stuff will become apparent over time. No surprise to see half the players, half the teams taking Orcs. A little surprised on the T-Sun numbers. I'm a little surprised on those. Any ideas there?
In terms of how high they are or how low they are?
I mean,
how high they are.
We're talking about being spicy Marines. I mean, they basically they fight really well into other Marine equivalents and are capable of, Magnus. They get Defilers and Magnus.
Yeah,
they still have plays. They just don't have as many reactive plays as they used to, I think, is the big thing.
Yeah, this is what I would have expected the week before the balance slate. These numbers would have been right locked in my brain. Post slate, I would have, like we've said before, I would have thought EC would take that a place. If you got a chaos specialist and he plays a bit of everything Heretic Astartes wise, you'd be like, well, do you have EC, brother? Do you own the army?
Those rubrics look kind of pink. We could run them as.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Slick those headpieces.
Yes.
Give him a guitar.
Sponge off the dust. We're good. Nice and clean. Imperial Knights being up there as well is a little bit of surprise, but not shocking by any intents and purposes. Tau, though, I have heard Tau was, if anything, was more overhyped than Purge the Foe coming into 11th edition. It was Tau, who everyone just assumed Monkar Tau would be the best army in the game, and that proved it to not be the case. Tau still very strong, but Monkar is not doing what people want it to do anymore.
Well, the Tau are good into the Purge the Foe mirror, and if there are fewer Purge the Foe mirrors out there, then they inherently become a little bit less good because of that.
Yeah, I think people overestimated their ability to deal with hidden and go to ground, in addition to just how janky and how much reactive goodness there is on these new boards where you can toe in, toe off, toe in, toe off. And so people have a lot more ways to get reprisal against Tau, who don't benefit from hidden that much, seeing as they have to activate hidden and shoot with pretty much everything except the stealth suits and your Kroot. Your Pathfinders are going to shoot, your Riptides are going to shoot, your Broadsides are going to shoot, so you can be shot back by everybody. But the tandem of that is that a lot of the time the Tau players getting hit first now, because they'll step up and have to use a premium piece to remove some of your chaff or skirmishing piece, and then all of a sudden you're like the Pathfinders, you have to mark a light for them and a Riptide down, and all of a sudden you're like, oof, I got hit second, and I'm used to in 10th edition hitting everybody first. Like the Tau Wa at the end of 10th edition was a total thing where they would just be like, scout, turn 1, push, Wa, dead. And they do scream for the greater good, but it's not as cool. All right, into the top team in attendance, in my opinion. Mind you, there is like 3 very spicy teams I have coined up that I think can win this one. And some notables in addition to those. There's a team from South Australia, a full-strength team from Adelaide, South Australia, that's in attendance. And it's a team from Singapore flying down, which I think is really great. Awesome. Freaking amazing to see. They've even called themselves Team Singapore, so national representation there. I think that's fantastic. But this team's name is Juggernauts, and in my opinion, they've been like probably the best team of Western Australia for the last couple of years. They used to call themselves the Barbarian Hipster Alliance. I miss those guys. You used to be cool. But anyway, here's their breakdown. Their 6-pack consists of a clean Top 2, Orcs, Green Tide, no messing about, taking hold. Tau, Retaliation Cadre, no messing about, purge the foe. Like no need to think about what I should take as a 1 DPR. I'm just taking the 3. And then they have Admech, which is Data Psalm Conclave with Lords of the Forge, playing Disruption. That is a spicy take. Then we've got Empress Children playing Code of the Conceited, another 3 DPR. Got Chaos Space Marines, Veterans of the Long War with Murder Talon Raiders playing Recon, and then Votan, Hearthguard and Hearthguard Covenant and Nidgard Oathband playing priority assets. So where do we see the double up there, boys? Double priority, right?
Yeah, double priority with Emperor's Children and Votan.
Yes, and I think that is pretty astute. I think Emperor's Children have great ability to play pretty much every disposition if you build for it a little bit more. But just your all-comers coterie list is very good on priority assets. And Votan, I think, is one of the unsung stories of 11th edition so far, where they're not getting a lot of attention, but they are doing really well everywhere. They are just a super well-rounded, strong list.
The way they have been, though.
Yeah, but I think they're not overperforming. They're starting to the tools that they have are really starting to shine. So they have this great bell curve of units now, finally. And with the skirmish game is so much more important in 11th edition, and all their little skirmish pieces, the Jaegers, the Pioneers, all these little bits and pieces. Hell, I'm seeing Capricus Defenders starting to pop up as like premium skirmish pieces, similar to what people do in Piranhas and things. All these premium skirmish pieces are really, really jacking up the points for him now. Whereas previously, like, yeah, sick. If you pulled Area Denial, sweet. You guess you got it with your Jaegers. Now Jaegers are dead. Those same Jaegers that went and did that on priority assets go flip your expansion, push a button, and all of a sudden you've created a 9, sometimes 6, sometimes 7, or even as high as 8 or 9 point differential between you and your opponent from the points you got and the ones you took off them. And so I think they just are really shining at the moment because their skirmish game is now premium.
So a minute ago, were you talking about the Capricious Defenders?
That one, Capricus? Yeah. The Capricious. Yeah, no one gets triggered by that. I didn't hold on to that bid for like 6 months too long. What are your thoughts on Votan, Dustin?
I think they actually have a lot of play now, but they did before. They've always been good. They've been one of the more consistent armies throughout the entire last edition. I think they're kind of trending that same way right now, especially now that they got that FAQ kind of.
Every time they've got new tools, it's like just relevant, all relevant.
Yeah.
Like, tell me an untakeable unit in Votan. Like, tell me an untakeable.
They don't have any untakeable units. They have auto includes. Like, they have to take some Jaegers. They have to. Maybe that's the only one. Well, maybe some bikes. But I mean, like there's nothing that's not worth taking. But there's also nothing that you have to take aside from Jaegers in them, I guess. So you can take anything and be fine.
Do you know how long? How long we got left in the show? Because that's how long I would need to tell you all the untakeable guard units, marine units, Drakari units. Like, there are so many that like you just don't even consider taking in a list. I look at the Votan like model range. I'm like, this is all gas. It's just like, which gas do I want? It's really, really good. And you can tell it's been an army that has been designed to have the like a slot of everything, and it's the units that they're designed for them are like automatically fit for purpose. Whereas we have units like I mentioned in Guard and Space Marines for point of reference that we've been dragging into the next codex for 20 years and trying to make rules for them. What did suppressors do to anybody to get darked in points? By the way, they barely exist as it is.
I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, nah, I don't own any. And I got lots of Marines. All right, time to pick some winners, gentlemans. And of course, we're picking the top scorer.
So Paul goes first and Adam goes last because this is his neighborhood.
This is my backyard.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, I feel like, it's kind of hard not to go for Orcs. Orcs have been killing it.
That makes sense.
Yep. Dusty boy?
I'll take Emperor's Children.
I'm going to be a lad and back Knights. Let's go IK. They got good numbers.
All right, solid choice. Next one we're going to talk about is the Village Brawl. This is from Helena, Montana in the U.S. 45 players playing over 5 rounds. Nice, solid event. What are we going to see there?
In the Imperial Super faction, there are 1 Sisters of Battle, 3 Custodes, 1 Admech, 1 Astral Militarum, and 1 Grey Knight. Space Marines, there's 2 Adeptus Astartes, 3 Dark Angels, 2 Space Wolves, 1 Blood Angel, 1 Black Templar, 1 Death Watch. Chaos, there's 1 Chaos Space Marine, 4 World Eaters, wow, and 3 Emperor's Children. Xenos, there's 1 Necron, I'd love to see that. 5 Orcs, 5 Tau, and 1 Votan. Hive Mind, there's 2 Tyranids and 1 Genius of the Cult. And Eldari, there's 3 Drukhari and 1 Eldari. I mean, the faction podium is Orcs and Tau, topping off with 5. World is right behind them with 4. And then Emperor's Children, Dark Angels, and Custodes tied for 3rd with 3. Mwah! Beautiful. Beautiful spread.
Lovely podium.
This is the majority of factions available in the game in this tournament.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Yeah, I love to see it. 6 factions on our top 3.
A little lack of representation in the Chaos department, though.
Yeah, it might be a geographical nuance that there's just not that many Chaos players out there because there's no Emperor's Children, there's no Demons, there's no Chaos.
No, there's
Knights,
Emperor's Children. There's no
Death
Demons.
Guard
sorry,
and Thousand
no
Sons were missing.
Death Guard, Thousand Sons, yeah.
Those ones.
Those
Yeah,
ones.
those guys.
The ones that I
Yeah,
didn't say, yeah.
yeah.
Right? Yeah, we know what you meant.
Thems. Yeah, that's the guys. No Imperial Knights at this event is also one to point out, but outside that, most
No
of our
knights at
major
all.
food groups. Yeah, 0 knights, knightless in Montana. Also great to note that Derek and his crew have been trying to grow the scene out that way because I'm not sure we've covered an event in Montana before.
Oh, 45
So
players, I'd say that's growth for sure. That's great.
that is growth, and I love to see it. And hence, we always love to showcase, good community people trying to grow their local scenes and support where they are in the world. So we're all for that stuff.
While we're here.
And, thank you for drawing it to our attention.
Yeah, and make sure
What
you
was
check
that,
out the next Village Brawl next year. Hopefully, it's an annual thing. If it does well enough now, then keep it going. Let's grow it. Next year, we can do 90 players. Let's go.
So World Eaters, though, have been on a bit of the back foot. Like, we have not seen a lot of World Eaters players out there. But here, big chunk of the factions.
Yeah, World has been in this weird place where they did not take the transitions from 10th to 11th very well at all. I would also let you know that most of my World Eaters players in my local scene were burnt out because they'd been playing Berserker Warband in perpetuity for 3 years.
Go forward.
And so they were
hit.
Yeah, they were like, do I feel like starting a new edition playing
I
the
think
same
staging is
thing?
different. I think the towing for vehicles also gets more shots more frequently, and
Mm.
so how you change. I think there's a bit of a metamorphosis that the list has to take, and it hasn't gotten there yet.
Yeah, it's on the cusp now. The points reductions were extremely good for World Eaters in the latest balance pass. I still think they're a slight bit away, but I think things are looking a lot more positive for them. I'm really excited to see more World Eaters back on the table because I agree with them. They played nothing, but they had the same one detachment, played in exactly the same format, exactly the same units for 3 years. Yeah, that you're going to get tired of that taste. You're going to want to move on to some greener pastures to do something new. And then when they got all the new disposition additions, they got all the new detachments added. It still didn't quite shake things up enough. And so now with points reductions, I'm hoping that's the case, and they can get some really interesting stuff.
Mhm.
I can see that. I can also see
Derek's-
that, like, once you're the same play style, you do want to shift it up, and then you feel like the game kind of changes on you. It's like
Yeah.
you just can't really find that same satisfaction. But more units on the table gets more units in the combat, which that also helps win some of the games. So good there. And then look at that elite section there in the third: the Emperor's Children, the Custodes, and the Dark Angels. Like, that's solid choices there. I mean, solid in list design most likely too.
Moving on to the dispositions, what we got there, Dusty?
Dispositions, we have 16 taken hold, 11 priority assets, 7 purge, 6 reconnaissance, and 4 disruptions. So nothing really surprising there. The ratios are pretty much what we kind of expect now, taken hold being the highest
That's
priority.
an interesting point, though.
But
With the ratios being very similar, that's actually pretty interesting that it's playing out in like multiple size events. Like
It's
that
exactly the
seems to be
same.
the trend.
It's exactly the same order for all 3 events we did this week. When take and hold, priority, purge, recon, disruption. And the team event, of course, a little bit different, but it still was the same, a 31-31 for priority and purge. So they were still pretty much in the same slots, but it was, exactly the same order for every event. And I'm now feeling like I've got to go look at some of the other ones and see if they're the same as well. But I got a feeling they are.
I think they are. They actually are. But I have a fun game for you guys too, because there's only 4 disruption. Which 4 factions do you think have the disruption lists? Who do you think is actually running disruption in singles? Don't look at the thing.
Cheeky boy.
Don't look at the thing.
Yeah.
Drukhari are there,
Drakari, I think, is for sure one of the disruptions. That makes sense.
There's 3 Drakari.
Yeah, so at
and
least
there's
like
4
a couple of them. G-Star Cult do run. They're good at it too. Yep. But I have the answer when you're ready.
Oh. And Black Templar.
I know Admech do it. I know surprisingly
Custodes.
Custodes actually do have a really good disruption list, but that's not the case in this one. So we have one Drakari doing disruption, one Dark Angel doing disruption, one CSM doing it, and a World Eater's doing it. The World Eaters one is wild. That is wild. What attachment even has disruption for World Eaters? I don't even know.
Yeah,
let's find out. Let's have a gander.
We're here because that is wild. I would never have thought to take World Eaters as disruption.
Talk about mixing it up. Maybe that's it. You got to find that. Got to go deep in the tank.
Hey, people go into that match. I was like, "Oh, he's gonna run up." He's like, "What's he doing? Why is he just pressing buttons?"
Yeah, no flanks, spawn everywhere.
So Brazen Engines has it.
And
Defilers.
Okay,
that's it. Just Brazen Engines.
Force Fiends.
So
that's the only disruption.
Defilers and Force Fiends. You know what? I like it.
Don't hate it.
Don't hate it.
We have one list to break down, which is freaking Derek's, who put us onto this event. So pressure's on, mate. A little bit of Hand of Destiny. He is playing a new take, which is starting to rise and be iterated on by the Tau community. This is Kauyon with experimental prototype Cadre, and he's playing Reconnaissance in this variant. He's got all the suits. He has a retaliation Cadre as a man of suits, but he's not playing Red Cad. He's got Farsight with 3 Sunforged suits, and he also has 2 further Cold Stars with Sunforged suits. I think I messed this up because that's 4 Cold Stars. So one of those is an Enforcer.
A lot of suits.
He's got Cold Star Commander with Fire Knives, Cold Star Commander with Star Scythe, Cold Star Commander with Sunforged, Enforcer with Star Scythe, Dark Strider, Twin Lance, 2 units of 2 broadsides, 2 of them with rail, 2 of them with missile. 1 unit of 10 Kroot, 2 units of 10 Pathfinders, and 2 units of 6 stealth suits. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of suits is the go, and that is going to be a lot of power.
That is a lot of power.
Issue is doesn't turn on till turn 3 because of Kauyon. But once it does, oh boy.
Hey, so World Eaters want to run at it, right? So
yeah,
and also disruption.
He's going to be great into the World Eaters. Although their Recon versus Disruption matchup got a little bit better for Disruption, which is nice. But I'm seeing a lot of stuff here. I think a damage check is needed for, like Orcs. In case in point, you're going to need like the 3 Starsight units. I think is sick into that combo. He has taken Plasma on his Fire Knife suits, which I usually see as double missile. I think he's gone Plasma missile. Or if Derek's in the chat, let us know. Are they double plasma? I can't remember. I did this yesterday. And so I like this list a lot. It is, lol, it's raining suits, but I think it has a great ability to just start all the suits on the table as well and do a bunch of jankiness. 0 enhancements taken, which I thought was also a spicy take.
Don't need them when you're that
Don't
good.
need them.
Do you guys know what Experimental Prototype does? I'm assuming everybody knows what Kauyon does by this point.
Experimental Prototype, I have absolutely 0 clue.
Well. So this
one
is
because I did play against them recently.
So it gives battlesuit characters give battlesuit units and themselves plus 6-inch range, which is sick. And of course, you can't take it with Red Cad; they both have the same tag. But it is quite a good thing. It only has 1 strat. This is one of those detachments with a single stratagem, but that stratagem is gas. It's a 1 CP in your shooting phase. When a battlesuit character unit is selected to shoot, your unit's range attacks have +1 strength or +1 strength, +1 AP, and you cop hazardous. And because your vehicles, you'll take 3 mortals on the hazardous, but all your suits are going to be 4 wounds. So it's pretty sick. I like it a lot.
Wow, that's a crazy.
I like the combo.
One. Yeah,
dude, 1 CP plus strength AP, and you cop hazardous. Yeah, sure, it's fine.
I'll take that.
So many times your suits are on a 1-way trip anyway. Who cares? Let's go. Let's go.
Take collection wounds, no big deal.
Yeah, I always get astounded by the sheer amount of list in the list when I look at Tau. Like, he's managed to take 6 units of crisis suits, all with an adjoined character, whilst taking the Twin Lance, whilst taking a really robust support package of 2 units of Pathfinders, 2 units of stealth suits, and unit of Kroot. Like, he's actually got 5 support units, and then he's got 2 units of 2 broadsides. Like, that just like do a little bit of heavy lifting when you need them to, or a great finisher unit, or the rail sides, combo that with pretty much any unit of crisis suits off the drop, and with that strat, and you might just pop a defiler. Like, you are in pretty good sweats. I like this list a lot. Plus, it hits a nice theme for me, where it's just suits all the time. I think it's sick.
It looks good. I like that, the way it looks across the table, like just trying to play.
And this is what I want to see from 11th edition. So in 10th edition, and somewhat in 9th edition as well, we had more SKUs in 9th edition, but in 10th edition, everyone just started playing all-comers all the time. Every list was an all-comers list. We had so few SKUs until we had nonsense like triple defilers, 5 Catan, stuff like that, where like our SKUs were massive outliers, where the vast majority of the edition was defined by who's got the better value all-comers like combinations. I want to see stuff like this start to shine in 11th, where you do have technically an all-comers list, but it's got a theme, it's got a flavor to it, which I think is really cool.
It's time to pick some winners.
Yeah, Adam, you get to go first this time.
I'm picking Derek. Let's go. Like, he gets the full silver surface.
We should just all pick Derek.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, you know what? We all pick Derek.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We got Derek 1. Derek, no, let's okay. Derek asked for this by demanding to be on the show. We get to try and call how many rounds Derek goes before he loses, and whoever gets the closest without going over.
All right.
Well, Adam goes first.
No pressure, Derek.
No pressure.
Is this what you wanted? Is this what you?
Is this what you came for?
5.
5. All right. Paul's going 5. Dustin.
I like this list a lot. You know what? I'm gonna go 3. I think it's a safe
3?
bet.
Dang it! I was gonna go 3. I guess I'll go 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So Paul's saying you're gonna go undefeated.
I got you.
Dustin's saying you're gonna go for 3 and 2 or better.
Yep.
And I'm picking you going 4 and 1 or better. All right. If you lose in the first round,
oh my god.
That's the only way we all stay friends.
No, if you lose in the first round, we don't get any points, but you lose 5 points. That's
correct. Derek loses.
Derek is going to be -5 for the rest of the year.
Playing next year, 5 points in the ground.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Look, if you made it this far, thanks for hanging out. Thanks everybody for hanging out and chatting with us. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit those buttons. Those buttons, I invite you to hit them because that makes us smile. Everybody, there we go. See, works.
It works.
If you just did it,
it's because of you. It's because of you.
Yep. But now it's the point in our show to where sometimes we just gotta shake off all the stats, all the meta, all the crunchiness, and go into a segment that we call the Fuego Rapido. Fuego Rapido is a segment that has typically very little to do with Warhammer 40,000, and much to do with us taking shots at each other. Sometimes there's a clock involved where we give ourselves a topic and then a brief amount of time to give us the hottest takes that we could possibly muster up about whatever that topic is. Do we have something to talk about today?
Of course we do. We got to get ready for this new big tournament that's going to be coming up, which is going to be food related. So today's theme is just a regular Fuego to get in the mood for the Ultimate Food Championship.
It's an amuse bouche.
Nice.
All right, so we'll put 2 minutes on the clock for every one of these questions, and here we go. What food has the worst leftovers?
Ooh, the worst.
Worst leftovers.
That's a good question.
The
worst. Coleslaw.
That's not bad.
Salad.
Yeah.
Any kind of salad. Yeah.
The
Any
biggest
dressed salad.
returns.
Yeah.
Coleslaw
salad is just
Yeah. That might just be it. I'll throw
Completely
out some
unedible.
contenders. Erwin has stated Japanese has got the worst return. Sushi is a good call. There's no good sushi leftovers. It's all playing with fire.
I will crush some cold sushi from the fridge from the night before for sure. I will do it.
But it's got to be like, you're talking just like crab though. You're talking about like California rolls. You're not talking about.
No, I'm talking like
fancy
salmon. I'm talking like,
Really?
Fine fancy. Okay,
Great,
the only one I won't do is like unagi, eel.
Really? That's one I would do. It's cooked.
Yeah, but that's the one that's why it feels weirder when it's like there's a cooked thing on top with the cool uncooked on the bottom, and it's all been in the fridge. It's on.
We're getting such insights into how you lost your hair. Like
I
I mean, I cut it, but yeah, that too.
Any like Coke can or Coke can equivalent that you've opened and then left to think you can come back to, it's
Anything
never
carbonated?
the same. It's never the same.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, Coke is way better without the fizz. The Coke sucks.
Really?
Actually, Coke and Pepsi, I'm not fans of either. Why
I'm
do I
glad
just
you
want to
included.
burp?
If you were
I
just
wanna-
isolated to Coke,
I want to drink a drink. I don't want to burp a drink. Like, yeah,
Well,
Piss me
that's
off.
the opposite of drinking, though. Is burping.
they're so overcarbonated. Like, yeah.
so
They are.
Chaos
I'm
says
an iced
anything
tea enjoyer.
fried. But I think fried chicken, like
Oh,
left,
I'll
you can
crush
eat that
fried
just cold
chicken.
out of the fridge. You can
I'll
just
do that,
grab
yeah.
that and eat
Absolutely.
it right there.
Same. Also, like if you don't microwave it, never microwave it, your fried chicken. But if you're willing to air fry to put it in the oven again, that comes.
Oh
good.
yeah,
Like,
air
it's
frying
really good.
solves a lot of the bad
Yeah.
leftover situations. Like fries, I would have said French fries until I got an air fryer.
Yeah,
Fries are terrible. The
Yeah,
only
ter-
potato,
yeah.
like the only restaurant potato, is like tater tots.
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
Sorry, potato barrels. I don't know if we can say
Right.
tater tots without a copyright strike.
All right, next one. What is the most disappointing food when made badly?
Huh. There is. Oh man, I have a million.
If anyone ever screwed up a pizza, I would feel like that would take the cake. But it's hard to screw up a pizza.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, like bad tacos are real bad. Bad.
I've
bad
never had a
Mexican
bad
tacos.
taco.
How do you
I
have
feel
a
like-
bad taco?
Yeah, I feel like if it's a bad
Like-
taco, it's my fault for putting the wrong things on it that I didn't like.
Yeah.
Stale shell, like stale taco shell. You know, the real like
Okay.
chalky, chewy.
Is it really being
trash.
made badly or just like not
anything from
using fresh
anything from
stuff?
Taco Bell?
Well, anything without fresh ingredients, too. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not. I don't know if that counts. Like
I don't
what
know if that counts.
prepared, executed poorly.
Yeah, executed poorly. Like I
Oh,
Ironically,
pizza's
I-
up there.
I would say like a steak cut the wrong way.
Oh yeah, well again, like with the grain.
Like
with
and
the
it's just
grain, yeah.
chewy.
I am
It's a
so
good cut, but it's chewy shit now. Yeah.
I'm so used to like when I'm not going to a steakhouse though. Like if I go to a breakfast place and order like steak and eggs, I'm like, how do you want your steak cooked? It's like, does it matter? Like you don't have steak cooked back there. Like, no offense to you guys, but I know you're not here. To
I
cook
know.
steak. I know what I'm
I
here
know
for.
you're asking. Yeah.
I know you have to ask, but don't worry, I'm not expecting anything crazy here.
Or like on a grill, like when like we probably all done this. Everybody's you grilled. It's like when you get the outside of the hamburger looks great, but you have not cooked it anywhere near enough to get the inside cooked, and so like you've just wasted your hamburger. It's disappointing.
Just got it down there. American barbecue is my
American
number one.
barbecue. Really?
A
Actually,
dry,
You put all that
freaking
time into it. It's just like,
car-
nah.
yeah,
Or
dry
best.
car seat brisket, like friggin' ribs that taste like somehow have all the toppings on the world and still taste like nothing. Or they got that weird cloy, like the fat hasn't been rendered properly, and so it just coats your mouth, and you're like, get out of here, sensory nightmare. American barbecue, bad American barbecue. I would rather go hungry because it's so disappointing. I get so hyped for it.
I would actually go back to sushi, to be honest. When it's prepared incorrectly, it's often awful.
Oh, yeah, I know. They just don't even cook it. It's like,
Yeah,
come
right?
on, you're wasting their time.
Why? What did you do with it?
Yeah,
They just fried it up. It's a lot more delicious.
All right, next one. What food is a pain to eat but absolutely worth it?
Oh, you gotta go crab legs.
I think crab legs is like the automatic one for that.
Yeah, default. Crustacean is default.
Crustacean
Yeah.
in general, like lobster.
Same like
Even like shrimp
pistachios are
does.
in that same thing.
Pistachios,
yeah.
are they worth it?
Many
Because they are a pain. And
nuts.
walnuts, those kind of things.
Yeah. Although you're
Walnuts
like, sitting on a porch, at a nice night, just shelling pistachios and talking crap is not a bad time.
Okay, well, what's one of the ones that's not worth it then? Because crab will seem to be a little easy for us to get.
Ooh.
Oh, this not that you have to put an effort for. This not worth it.
Yeah, put an effort towards it's not worth it.
Like
Oh.
every time I'm shelling a prawn or a shrimp, as you would say, I'm like, you should be a crab, and it's the same effort, and I resent you for it.
Well, there's even like I'm not a blue crab fan. I feel like people have to work for blue crabs, and that's not
There's not much meat
I
on it,
find
though.
shrimp
Like,
absolutely worth it. Prawn. We say shrimp and prawn. Prawn is just bigger shrimp here to us. I guess everything's a prawn to you there, which means I need to go eat shrimp in Australia.
the shrimp are the tiny little buggers that we usually put in like fried rice and stuff.
Oh,
is
yeah,
the
that-
big old shrimp.
If we're talking about things that are a pain to make but absolutely worth it, it's like lasagna. Like to make a good lasagna, it takes a long, long time.
It
and
is, yeah,
but good. But
yeah. You're right.
Carbs.
KR throws out any fish with a lot of bones. I'm going to throw out catfish. I freaking love catfish. But my God, they're bony assholes.
Yeah, any fish with a lot of bones is a big pain. And I like fish. Yeah, I would put that on the border of not being worth a lot of the time, though. I like fish a lot. It's very good for you.
Going to put it out there. Anything you got to kill yourself and like clean and dress yourself. I used to do that quite a lot growing up.
Sure, but was there anything that wasn't worth doing it for, though? Like
that's what I'm saying. Most of it was worth it.
Yeah, like venison, I feel like is always worth it.
Yeah.
Unless
rabbits at time have.
Okay, yeah, that might be a tiny bit. Okay,
it depends what I was doing with it. Yeah.
All right. Next one. What is the most overrated restaurant appetizer?
I'm going to break some hearts with this. Was it Olive Garden? The breadsticks at Olive Garden?
That's not an appetizer, though.
Is that not an appetizer?
I'm going to. Free bread is
they
not
have
an
to bring it
appetizer.
to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't order it.
I mean, the Texas Roadhouse, whatever those sweet buns are.
Those are also not appetizers.
Why am I starting my meal with cake? Like, you got this ass backwards, guys.
What kind of cake?
What is the most overrated restaurant appetizer? Because it's certainly not cheese dip. All right.
It's no.
It is certainly not mozzarella sticks.
I was actually going to say mozzarella sticks.
It's not.
No,
how
dare you?
I think that's overrated.
Mozzarella sticks, no, it's not.
Blooming onion, S tier choice. That is overrated AF.
Yeah, okay.
Overrated AF.
Yeah.
No, that sauce it comes with is pretty good.
I think blooming onion.
You can put that sauce on anything, brother.
Well, I should. I wish you should.
The sauce is delicious. The blooming onion sucks.
Blooming onion is right now my top one. Tell me a better one because I can't think of another one that's
a better, worse one.
I say anything that comes just is 2 or 3 is overrated.
Actually, this is a more of a niche choice. I think I'm actually not a fan of calamari as an appetizer, like fried calamari.
Yeah, I generally agree.
Yeah,
you have about 4 bits, and you're like,
yeah, like,
I'm done with this. I don't need this.
Maybe anymore. That's it. Maybe that's the king of this the answer. To
I will put out bastard restaurants that give you like a single or 2 oysters as an appetizer. I am either going to eat 0 oysters or 12. There is no number in between.
Potato skins are delicious.
Who said potato skins? Those are like amazing. I love those. I love potato skins. You can do. I
like potato skins quite a lot. House salad, yeah.
I mean, salads in general.
American house salads.
Are they rated highly though?
Rough.
All right,
you gotta watch that lettuce.
Yes, watch that lettuce.
Yeah, anything with lettuce right now is right out. We got a ban in this house.
Anything with lettuce, exactly. Okay, and then last but not least, what food would you immediately distrust someone for saying they hate? Potato skins. No, not actually.
Tacos.
So you're saying if if someone said they hated this, you would mistrust the person?
Yes, instantly.
Yeah. Any burgers, like you say, you're just not a fan of burgers, unless you have dietary restrictions. That is
So let's clarify. We're not talking about diet. They don't eat it because they.
But if they could eat it and hate it,
they could eat it and hate it. That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah. Tortilla chips.
Yeah, that's fair. I know so many nerds who just do not eat vegetables apart from potato, and I don't trust any of them. They're like, I
barely consider potato a vegetable.
Grow up.
It's so heavy on
me either. Because the version of potato they're eating is not in vegetable form any longer. It's not. Yeah.
That doesn't count.
I know so many nerds are like, what?
You say that it doesn't count?
Look. To gain the nutritional benefits from potato, it must not be in chip or French fry form.
Deep fry or sliced into a chip.
Yeah. If roast or mash, I will count as a vegetable. And
I'm taking a vegetable, dipping it into another vegetable.
That is definitely a thing.
Form of vegetable.
And eating it.
Form of vegetable.
Yeah.
Ketchup is no longer. You're demonstrating my theory quite well there, Paul. Thank you. Yeah, if someone says they don't like pizza, I'm like, okay, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
because pizza is everything. Pizza is all things.
Pizza can be anything you want.
Oh, mac and cheese is another good choice too. Yeah, they don't like mac and cheese.
Yeah, mac and cheese is a good choice.
That's a good one too. I feel like it's got to be something like a sweet treat, like ice cream or something. Like you don't like ice cream?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's not something I reach for. Like I don't go like, I gotta have some ice cream. But if you say you don't like it, like, why?
Yeah, what happened to you?
What happened? To
yeah, but this is hate. If they have like a hatred of it, like they,
like hatred of ice cream. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that's it for me anyway. But that's it. That was all.
Well, that was a good run. That was a good little lead up. That's good.
That was fun.
Little teaser,
that was fun.
little appetizer.
I can tell this is not going to have any conflict in it at all.
Absolutely
that was
not.
Definitely. That was the mozzarella sticks of Fuegos. Listen, everybody, thank y'all for hanging out with us. If you made it this far and you didn't do that stuff I invited you to do before, please do it now. Hit the buttons down below, do the bells and stuff. That's really part that warms our hearts. And we will be back next week. Keep your eyes on, like, we'll try to put a comment in the YouTube, because I think our live show will be a little bit earlier next week, because we're doing some traveling coming up pretty soon, and want to make sure we get a show out. Want to talk to y'all about cool stuff coming out in the Warhammer world out there. Adam, Dustin, it's been a pleasure talking to y'all.
As always a pleasure. Back again.
Chad, y'all been awesome. See y'all next week, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.